Hey everybody, welcome to Sophquest. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome in if you're new to the channel. So I wanted to let you know the reading you're about to hear is going to span the time of about 2 weeks from the energy of that full moon we just had on Friday, the 19th of November, that was in Taurus, and the new moon that we're going to be having on December 4th in Sagittarius. So we're moving from the last week of Scorpio season last week to fire into Sagittarius season for the next 4 weeks. Now I know I didn't do a reading last week for you guys. I'm sorry about that interruption. I had to adjust to a change in my medical procedure, my schedule, the way I do it. And I needed time to fill up my own well so I have something to give to you guys, right? So thank you for understanding that. I do appreciate it. Again, this is going to cover 2 weeks, so I hope you enjoy the reading. And now, there you go, on to the reading. Hi Aquarius, I'm Spence, welcome in. I'm going to use 2 gorgeous decks for your reading today. Firstly, I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Galasso, and we're using the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Linn. So I hope you enjoy these 2 decks. Alright, this is for the next 2 weeks. So basically the energies between that moon eclipse, that was a lunar eclipse that we had last week on the 19th, and for the next 2 weeks up to the December 4th solar eclipse. That is the new moon in Sagittarius. Alright, so big energies. Eclipses are moons on steroids, right? So the effects usually last out about 6 months or more, can be. Okay, so we're going to see some of the themes that we're dealing with right now in our lives. Making changes, establishing new things, right? New jobs, new homes, whatever it is that's changed in your life pretty radically or recently. You're going to see those things play out and hopefully building and growing them the way that you want to, right? Yeah. Okay, Aquarius, let me just change this. Forgot to change to your card, Aquarius. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me know. Leave me a comment. How is this moon energy affecting you right now? That was a massive Scorpio moon for me. I don't know about you, but wow, it was deeply affecting, deeply emotional and intense. So this new moon that's coming on the 4th, it's going to feel exciting. Sagittarius is an exciting time. It's ruled by Jupiter. Got 2 cards that flew out for you. And, you know, that brings a lot of positivity and luck and good fortune, expansion and growth, good things. Really is. So, hopefully, we'll see things blossoming. All right, Aquarius. All right. For you today, we get narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Okay. So, taking your time, moving step by step, taking careful action, moving forward. A voyage of the heart, love flows through you and to you. Okay, so if you're going through an emotional time right now, you just want to be thoughtful, right? Treading very carefully and thoughtfully, emotionally. And then solitude. In solitude, peace, in silence, peace prevails. So maybe you're taking some time on your own right now. Maybe you're going through something internally right now, or just really wanting to be, you know, in a place where you can have some silence, some quiet, peace and quiet, right? That's nice over the next couple of weeks. And listening to the needs of your heart and allowing for that. You're in a very loving space, it seems. So we'll see what that is about. Tread thoughtfully. All right. I'm looking at this bridge, by the way, on this. Can you see that? The bridge. So if you're traveling and you're crossing any bridges, okay, be careful, right? Especially if there's any inclement weather. Just want to say that. Yeah. Especially if you're traveling, you know, to be with family, voyage of the heart, you know, that kind of thing. All right. And in solitude, in silence, peace prevails. Strangest message I just got from that, which is to turn down the radio while you're driving. Okay, that's what I got. All right, so I'm almost done shuffling these cards. I'm going to lay them out. I'm going to read horizontally, vertically, and big picture for you today, Aquarius. And also, we're going to discuss the 3 cards at the bottom of the deck, which indicates, of course, what's going on internally and subconsciously for you. That is usually being worked through with the 9 cards, right? The 9 card spread. Okay. Feels good. Not that one. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cut the deck and we'll get going. So if you would, just settle in with me now, Aquarius. Get comfortable wherever you are. All right. Take a few deep cleansing breaths so you can get some oxygen in the brain. Bring down some of the cortisol. Relieve a bit of stress. Relax your spine and your shoulders and get cozy. All right. So let's see what we see today. Got some major arcana. 2 new aces. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to take a minute looking at this. You also have a major arcana on the bottom. Internally. Wow. It's like you're becoming enlightened internally about how you communicate in relationships is what I'm getting. And how you have a tendency to repeat patterns in the way you communicate. And maybe you're trying to be more positive. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm definitely seeing. So tread thoughtfully, narrow pathway. Now, I don't know what this evokes in you, but whatever your very first thought was when I read this card and showed you this card, narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully, it's like you, if you don't have a lot of options right now, okay, and there's really only one way for you to go, it's like just do it with absolute conscious awareness, right? With mindfulness. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to things. For whatever reason, that's a message you're supposed to hear. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. You know, trust where your heart leads you. And trust the way your heart is leading you. To speak, to act, where it's driving your feet, to walk forward. You know, trust yourself, I think. Trust your feelings even more than your thoughts right now. Yes, go thoughtfully, but let your feelings, I think, lead. Okay? For some reason. In silence, peace prevails with solitude. If you need to take some moments alone, if you're dealing with a bunch of stress for whatever reason, and you just feel like you're not in the position where you've got a lot of choices right now, you just need to go thoughtfully forward. You know, this could have to do with anything for you, okay? It could have to do with finances, relationships, your work life, home life, family. It's going to differ for each and every single one of you Aquarians, right? The point of doing a general reading is to make you aware that your wedge of the zodiac wheel, your house, is being affected with these new moons and full moons, eclipses, in the way of the season that you're in right now. So we're in the season of Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. It is more, you know, it's a time of good fortune and good luck. It is a time where we get a little more enthusiastic, where we want to travel, where we want to spend time with family. It is a time of gratitude and growth and positivity. So I think this is leading you to, in solitude, when you have a moment of peace and you're just there with yourself, find your inner peace, right? Let me ask you a question, Aquarius. When you're alone, like in your car or when you're alone at home or right before you go to sleep at night, are you kind of going over all the negative things that happened during that day? Or are you going over the positive things in your life, counting your blessings and focusing on the positive? Because I think that's what you're trying to do. And when I say what you're trying to do is because on the bottom of the deck, the 3 that I'm seeing is the 2 of Cups. This is most assuredly about love, okay? About how you get along with someone that you can be yourself with. With the Sun, I mean, that's just love and happiness right there. It's friendship. It's a relationship that grows. It's a relationship that makes you feel amazing, okay? Makes you feel really good about yourself. But there's something going on. You're overthinking, and you keep telling yourself the same script about it. Maybe it's just a habit. The habit of thinking negative thoughts or being really swayed by what other people say to you, taking things personally, something like that. And this is reminding you of what's important, to stay positive in these times, right? If someone gets in your head or if bad things happen, instead of spiraling down the negative kind of mind spiral, instead remember to do this. Focus on what's good. Focus on the positive, right? That's internally, you're working on that process, which for me, I mean, I call it, and a lot of people call it, transmuting the energy, right? Taking the shadow, transmuting it into light. Telling yourself, well, this is good. I've got that to look forward to. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to let that get to me. I'm not going to let that person's comment bother me or make me question or doubt myself. So it's really just staying positive, okay? That's what's going on internally, subconsciously, really trying to stay positive during maybe times where you're having to walk softly and carry a big stick, that kind of thing. All right, I don't know what that's about, but you do. All right, you do. So trust your first thought on what that was about when you saw it. And take time alone to get your head right if somebody gets you off track, okay, with what they're saying or doing. So the reason I say that, across the first card you got today is the Seven of Swords. And this is usually a card of, one way or another, it's either dishonesty, and it has its levels, right? It can be outright deception, lying, cheating, stealing, deception, right? That kind of thing. It can also be just coming up with a brand new strategy, of a new way of doing something, right? It's like, I can't do it the way I was doing it, got to come up with something new. So we'll see what this means as we go along. But then I'm looking at the Ace of Wands. There is something here, a new beginning that you really want to do. A new start, you're excited about it, right? This is like a firecracker going off, a firework. It's exciting. And it begins something, a new cycle that is really very pleasant for you. With the Eight of Wands, this is a lot of energy coming in. I think this is the new moon, the solar eclipse on December 4th. So in the next couple of weeks, if something's been really bothering you, for some reason, somebody made a comment or something, and it's probably little, that's what I want to say, because if you've got this going on, normally like 90% of the time, don't let the rest of anything else get to you and put you here if you've got a bunch of good stuff going on, right? So if someone said something, they misled you, or they lied to you, or they're keeping something from you, or you're not sure you can trust someone, it's like, I wouldn't even focus on this person. I would avoid them. Ah, yes. Okay. You can just basically avoid them because you've got something awesome happening in your life right now, Aquarius. All right? Something new, the momentum is picking up, things are moving forward in a very positive direction. Yeah. So just see this bird on this picture next to her? Listen to good thoughts, okay? Ignore the bad thoughts. Listen to good comments. Ignore the bad comments. Stay in the voyage of your heart. You want to be happy. You want to be positive. So that's what you listen to. That's the point. So the next line, and the reason I'm saying that, is you want to stay in your temperance, right? You don't want to lose your temper. You want to be able to just stay in your balance. All things in moderation. And if somebody says something that hurts your feelings, you know, it's like, take that time out. This is the center of your reading today, the Four of Swords. That's taking time out, saying a prayer, or just, you know, a mantra, speaking out affirmations, praying, whatever it is that you do that gets you back into peace of mind. This is the center of your reading today. So it's a practice, Aquarius. This is the practice of mindful meditation, or the practice of mindfulness and positivity. Keeping yourself in a state that is peace of mind and love and joy and blessings. This is the Holy Grail, the cup of life. You have the sun in your reading. You have the Ace of Cups in your reading. You have so many beautiful and good things happening. The Ace of Wands. These two aces, I mean, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, that's love and passion and excitement. So don't let anybody get you off balance. If you practice this mindfulness and you practice focusing on what is good in your life, counting your blessings, you can pretty much ignore anybody that's doing this. Okay? All right, because some good stuff's happening for you, right? Four of Wands is getting together with those you love. This is celebrating life. It can be getting together for the holidays. It could just be a happy home, but it's always being in good company with others. So enjoy this, okay? You've got beautiful energy here. With the star, it's like stay in your hope, stay in your faith, stay in your trust that life is good. Faith over fear and worry and doubt and temptation to backslide into negative thinking. With the Devil card, it's like don't let this person that's doing this, if it's somebody at work or a neighbor or a person in your family, it's just like don't let that person get to you. You know? Don't let them get to you. So Seven of Swords, Temperance. Again, don't let them get to you. Stay balanced. Remember what's important to you. Be in the company of others that you enjoy being with. This is staying in good company, right? Avoiding the people that aren't good company and being in good company so you can have your peace of mind and your happiness. Ace of Wands, something excellent and new is happening in your life. It's very exciting, but make sure you stay in your peace of mind so that you don't get too anxious, so that when the new thing comes, you don't talk yourself out of it or you're just unable to see it, right? Because it's hopeful, it's happy, it's leading you on a path that is meant for you. This is meant for you. It will bring you peace of mind. And maybe it's the practice of peaceful mindfulness. That's what I want to say. It's like you're leveling up in the way that you process information, right? Like garbage in, garbage out. It's like you just don't want to take in any garbage, right? No. You got too much in your life that's good and beautiful. So Eight of Wands. Momentum. Things flying in the wind. This is a lot of communication. This is a lot of energy. This is Sagittarian season. Things are moving along. Momentum. You got an Ace of Cups coming in with this Ace of Wands. Wow. Wow, is that exciting and beautiful? Love. It's peace of mind. It's happiness. It's grace. It's always a blessing. But there's just this one person or situation that tempts you to kind of backslide into either a bad habit or a bad way of thinking, something that just kind of steals your joy or brings you down, a naysayer or something distracting you from all this beautiful stuff. So don't let that stuff in, all right? I just want to say, I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving if you're an American. Otherwise, enjoy your holiday season, and I will talk to you guys again in 2 weeks. Thank you, Aquarius, and I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Thanks so much. See you later.